Hello everyone and welcome back to the Game Emporium, where I am in the final leg of my Emerald Seaglass Nuzlocke. I have built the last team. We've been going through this quite beautifully, and yeah, we've got some interesting Pokemon. I've got my trusty Charizard here as part of my team. I have built my team. I've leveled them up off camera to get them ready. So we have with us, we have Charizard, we have Lapras, we have Latios, which, you know, why not? We have Porygon Z, we have Breloom, and we have Snorlax. So my thinking here with this team is we've got a water-type champion that we have to deal with. We've got an ice specialist who also uses water types, so that's why I've got Charizard and I've got Porygon Z there because it's now an electric type with adaptability, which is really awesome because that's some of the fun changes that they've made in this game. We've got grass types for dealing with some of the water types that are not weak to electric. We've got dragon, so we've got dragon, we've got an ice type, we've got a big bulky ice type that can deal with some of those problems. And then my brain has just forgotten dark. We've got Sydney as one of the other Elite Four members, so we've got the fighting type there, and then Ghost is Phoebe. Which I don't have a direct counter for. But I mean, we've got some pretty powerful guys here. Maybe I'll teach someone Shadow Ball. Maybe I'll teach actually Shadow Ball. I've got Crunch on Snorlax, which is pretty useful. I might teach Shadow Ball to Latios if I have the TM for it. Which I need to do. Yes, I did level up using TM, using rare candies, because frankly, it would take too long otherwise. There's not. It's the Karate Master. I don't know why he wants to speak to me. The other thing that is handy about this hack is that all the TMs are available here in Mosskeeper. So I can look over that Shadow Ball. I can get the TMs I want. I'm not going to teach yet, because there is the possibility that, because this is a Nuzlocke, I lose a Pokemon at the last hurdle. And I'm fairly certain that 127, 128 I've already had my encounters on. So I think it's just going to be the last two routes leading up to the Elite Four. Which is not here. And then it will be Victory Road. So, not many encounters left. I have really enjoyed this ROM hack. I think they've done a lot of really, really good, really fun, interesting changes. So, I think Tom and I will probably look to do a two-player run of their other hack, which is... what's it called? Compare? No. I don't remember what it is. But anyway, which is going to be an interesting one. This is the encounter here, which is a Dupes. I have a lot of tentacles over here. This part of the problem with the water routes is they've all been tentacles mostly. And I use Waterfall. Hooray! Up I go. So, Evergrande City. This is not a city. Many people have said this. This is not a city. There is Scott. I wonder if there is a battle frontier after the back of this. I don't know. We'll see. But for those of you who are long-time viewers and have watched all the way through this, thank you very much for watching this series as we go into Victory Road and make our way as a Golbat, which we already have. I don't know what's next. I think probably it's Wally. I think my next planned release, at least in terms of Let's Play series, it probably will be that series with Tom if we do a full one. Otherwise, I'm looking at doing some. Oh, it's fairy type. That was a mistake. I have done a shorter form video where it's I have done the playthrough and then I'm editing bits together. I feel like that's easier to manage. And I've got the premise for a Nuzlocke, which is part of that. So that will probably come next. Also part of the next will be part of the horse series that Tom and I have just picked up. Again, we've done a couple of fun little bits and pieces. It's just timing. Just finding the time to sit down, edit, do the uploading and all that sort of stuff. So, and then I've got some other ideas for other videos. Which I think are cool. And yeah. That hurts. I'm going to switch on to Charizard. I realise me saying I've got some really cool ideas coming up is not very helpful in terms of deciding whether you want to subscribe, which I hope you will. But it's yeah, just it's one of those things of there is stuff rattling around the old noodle. And that's a dead starter. Crud. Forrestor, really? I forgot about Sturdy. Okay. What can I sub in for Charizard? It's a great question. Probably will have to be a fire type. Maybe Torkoal? Torkoal's done a lot on this team. I think I want to get some repels as well because I'm not getting any interesting encounters. Let's see. Sorry, Charizard. I let you down there. That was all me. I guess I do have access to Growlithe / Arcanine. Which might be pretty good. Intimidate is pretty useful. Drought is very good, especially if we've got a water-type leader or water-type champion. It's just bulky. It's slow. I think I've talked myself into Arcanine, unless I take Dragonite, which is risky. Because I could take Dragonite and run it as a fire-type Pokemon. Oops, controller has disconnected. Just deal with that. Okay, I couldn't fix the controller. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know if it's just a computer thing or if it's going on, but I'm using the keyboard. Why am I getting a call? It's phoning me. Ah, spam. Good. So, yeah, I took the Arcanine. I figured Arcanine's probably a good option. I think, to be honest, I don't think I'm going to come across anything in here that I haven't already dealt with. Oh, I need to do that for Arcanine. Element Mint. Do I have any repels left? No. Boo. Okay, fine. Well, I'm just going to deal with it. Okay. So yeah, I've really enjoyed this series. Oh god darn. I don't know my team that learned Flash. Oh, Grumpig! I apparently don't have a Grumpig, so let's Zen have put the Grumpig. Actually, I'm just realizing that this Latios has no attacks other than Zenhepper. Oh, sorry. Let me just make this go away. Cool. Right. Quick Ultra Ball. I mean, this is the last encounter, technically, so... Oh, Grumpig, get in the ball. And also, don't hurt my Latios. Super big. There we go. Right. I'm not going to give it a nickname. Normally I would, but I cannot be bothered. Also, let's just see if anyone learns Flash. You learn Flash. Excellent. This is going to suck otherwise. Okay, power strength. I remember there being items this way. Ah, boo. Made a mistake there. Oh, that's the exit. That's the way to get back. Okay. So what is going to be my plan for the Elite Four, I wonder? I think it probably is going to be start with Breloom. Because it's Sydney up first. So dark types. Which, you know, good flinch. Okay. I need to see some other moves. That'll help. Good telekinesis. Yeah, I think dealing with dark types. I did not click too fast. I think that was Morwile. It was Morwile. Excellent. Hypercut to prevent intimidate. That's fine. Flame wheel. Get rid of it immediately. And the last one is Gardevoir, which I can get with a crunch. So yeah, I think heavy reliance on Breloom to start. I think usually starts with the shift tree, which means I can get rid of some of the dark types pretty quickly. Then it's the... Is it Phoebe? Which way around is it? Phoebe or Glacier? I think it's Phoebe before Glacier. This way? No. So it'll be Ghost, means I'll be using my Crunch. Use my big bulky Snorlax to try and resist some of the hit and be immune to the hits. Using Crunch, just getting rid of the Ghost as quickly as possible. Why are there so many poison types in the Victory Road? Don't understand that. Is it because it's toxic? No. Should have bought Repels. I hate using a keyboard. I really do. I know the clickety clanks of my controller are potentially annoying, but I hate just holding the buttons. I mean, I am holding my keyboard like a controller a little bit with my left hand, so I can just press A with my thumb. Trivius, that's for Joey, because fire hot, make it go away. I might teach Joey Thunderfang just to give it some coverage. And then 9 tails 20 health means Traverse, you're up. I probably need to teach Lapras something other than Hydro Pump as its water attack. If only because Hydro Pump can miss. Playing with speed up is annoying. Luckily, that Golbat. I should heal. Good potion. Cool. What do you guys think about Victory Roads? Do you think it's good that they don't really exist anymore? Because effectively, the Victory Road in Scarlet and Violet was a route that you could access at level 5, like just as you started going from Metagar. Or Metagoza, which meant it wasn't really a Victory Road because you weren't fighting any trainers, you weren't dealing with anything there. Gen 5 didn't have any trainers. You were just dealing with wild Pokemon, which was annoying to grind on. Gen 6 had a Victory Road. Gen 7 kind of. Yeah, so it started with the Switch games, interestingly. But they took the Victory Road out. Which, I guess without HMs, it kind of doesn't matter so much. But I do resent that the HMs are necessary to go through a victory road. Because it means you don't necessarily have to have you don't have your best team with you at all times. So you've got, a Bidoof poodling around with you to try and deal with the random rock smashes that you have to do, which is great for the Bidoof, but it's not very helpful for your team. Ow. Okay. Electivire. I don't have anything good with ground. I'm realising. Not that it matters a huge ton. I also realised I shouldn't switch because Electivire's fighting in this game. But I have reduced its speed, so Fire Fang should do a sizable chunk. Sorry, reduce its attack. So I use Power Punch. Veto. Oh, he's Vetoes of the Wind Straits, isn't he? I think that's that little Easter egg that links back to the original Wind Strait family. Which I don't think I did. I didn't take them on in this. It's not this way. It is down the waterfall. And it's those stairs. It's been a while since I've done the Victory Road in Hoenn. Because the version in... or at least Gen 3 Hoenn. Because I think the version in Omega Ruby in Oras, that's changed. Particularly as you fight Wally at the end, rather than the beginning. Frost Breath? I've given them all coverage moves. Which is fun. I do appreciate the coverage. But I do think they gave Umbria... They did Jolteon a little bit dirty, I think, in this game. Because they gave it some really good moves. To sort of help offset the fact that it doesn't get a whole ton of them. But it gave things like... They gave them things like Drop Kick and... grass coverage, great. But it's a physical move, and Jolteon is very much a special attacker. Ooh. Pull a menu. I think it's this way. Smash. Smash. Scurry. Am I out? Is it? That stretch is so long. I've been saying, Edgar. I've been saying, there's an Annihilate. Psychic. Should get rid of Annihilate. Yep, pretty easy. Then we've got a Pelipper who goes down to the Corrupt Moss. With Thunderbolt. Adaptability times 4, super effective. Easy W for the Corrupt Moss. Double battle to end it. Ooh. Or do I take them on one at a time? That's probably easier. Slacking can't get going. So it's a slow start slacking. I think I can just flinch it. That's unfortunate for the slacking. Doesn't have Truant, can't do anything. And then Dusk Noir. I guess Snorlax. Physical, bulky, crunchy, nom. I suppose there's a choice. Do I give it immunity rather than thick fat? Do I think I'll use Snorlax much against the ice types? Probably not. Guardy. Headbutt. Crit was useful. Probably won't take it out yet. Oh, flinch. Good. Good. And then Psychic isn't very effective, but neither was Zen Headbutt. Power Split. Let's just yep. Okay, time to go. Ooh, this is getting scary. Signal Beam should do nothing. No! Oh, that's devastating. Okay, I think Snorlax then. I think I have to hit it physically. I've got no choice. Heavy Slam. Skill Swap. I'm in a bad play. I should have switched into... And then also slacking. I'm glad I didn't take these on as double. I do need to be careful. Oh, flinch. Okay. Are we just flinching it to non-existence? We are flinching it to non-existence. Okay. I guess Jolteon gets to come onto the team then. Because I was really hoping to have the water type, the electric type for the Elite Four. And a Chansey. Goody. Oh, I guess you could dex and have Chansey to train up, which is pretty nice. Alright. We have arrived. Sorry to Porygon Z, that's my bad. I guess, though, I can use... Let's put these in the bag for now. I can either use Jolteon, which is fast, and a big special attacker, which is actually pretty good. It has adaptability as well, and if it's just going to be using Discharge, like this is the thing. It's given it they've given it triple kick and drop kick, which, you know, great coverage moves. But Jolteon doesn't really have much. I mean, at the moment I've got its nature set to neutral. But I mean, it's all about the speed and the special attack. There's not much benefit in me giving it anything other than modest. And, you know, Victory Dance is fun. Doesn't necessarily help a huge amount. It does mean I get to go pretty fast. Also got Aggron, Steel type, Poison, Gardevoir. A Fairy for the dragons. That might be a choice, actually. Take Gardevoir. I think I'm going to do that. I think I can teach Latios or Gardevoir Thunderbolt. You've got Shockwave, that's useful. And then I can use the fact that I've got a Fairy to protect against the dragons. So let me level up the final team, get them to the level gap, and then we will see how we do against the Elite Four. Okay, here we go. Time to take on the Elite Four. I'm going to lead off with Arcanine. Certain setting usually leads with like a Cacturn or a Shiftry or something like that, so we'll see how we do here. And it's my Deanna. Okay. It also is all sped up as well because not because I wouldn't normally just run this at normal speed, but because of the controller thing. I don't actually. Wait, will it slow? Well, it has. No, it hasn't slowed down. Okay. Yeah, it's still on speed up mode from the controller, which is annoying, but we'll deal with it. Alright. Crawlon's not too concerning. Seabomb, yep, clears it out. I do like the Dark type. I do wish more Pokemon had been given Dark when it was transferred across. There's definitely a few that could. I also did decide against giving Latios Thunderbolts. I instead gave it to Traverse, because I figured putting it against water types that come up later, it's immune to water. It's pretty big and bulky, so it can tank quite a lot of hits and not die, which is kind of the main requirement. Okay, Citrus, the Rock Slide, ooh, that's a lot. Okay, Traverse lives, and then Cacturn is his last, which we can just get back into Joey. And then Flame Wheel, one-shots. Awesome. Alright, well, that was nice and easy. And then on to Ghosts. Phoebe. Now, normally, Ghosts in... What key I had it coded? Normally Ghosts in Hoenn don't concern me. Because they are usually pure types. And apart from Gengar, I think it is just Gengar that's the only one that's not a pure ghost type in the entirety of the first 3 gens. However, because we have got later generation Pokemon in here, there are Pokemon such as Frostlass, which could be an option. And I think in her Oras team she has a Frostlass, and I think this is probably more inspired towards the Oras team than it is the traditional Emerald team. So that's fine. Dusknoir. Duskull did nothing. Which is Fire Fang. Okay. Do I think Crunch does it? I'm not sure. I'm going to switch into Latios. Or Snorlax, apparently. Why did I use Secret Power? That's dumb. Speed up is not helping here. Okay. Okay, Crunch gets rid of that. That's fine. Crunch probably could have done it from Arcaline. I think Arcaline's got a stronger stat than Snorlax. That's fine. It is Fairy, as we found out in the Master Battle. I thought it was Psychic. I misread the symbols. It's actually a Fairy type. But it still goes down to Crunch. Bayonet is not a problem, even at half health, or just over, as I am, because I am big and bulky and I go Crunch. And then the last, oh, it is Frostlass. Okay, I think that. I think I do go back into Joey, because Arcanine is faster than Frostlass. Intimidate pops, and then oh, it's not faster. Okay, well that's fine. 5 Fang got cursed. That's okay. This is okay. I guess Arcanine's not very. He's not speed EV trained. I think all theirs are EV trained in this. And now we have Ice. So, usual competition against this. She usually has 2 Glalie, Walrein, Celio, and something else. So I might want to lead with electricity in this rather than fire. So if we go with Traverse, that at least means I can tank water and ice. And it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Dugong, okay, that's fine. Thunderbolt, go away. Wow, that took that well. I'm not sure what this Dugong can do to me though. Signal Beam. Again, she has access to non up to Gen 3 ice types. Glaceon, Frostlass again, if she wants to. Dugong, apparently. Interesting. Mamoswine? Could do Mamoswine. Stop healing! She's blowing her healing, really. Well, Hornal Thunderbolt should do it. I hope I've got leper berries. Glalie, okay. Yeah, I hope I got leper berries for that. Or elixirs or ethers or whichever one. Okay, that makes it go away. Goodbye. Okay, that was a moody Glalie, but that's okay. It's dead anyway. It doesn't matter. Walrein. Okay, so back into electric. Yeah, I think I do go back into electric. Thunderbolt is quite useful. I might not live to. I outspeed it, or is it? Ooh, I definitely outspeed now. Just use up your full restore and your Dugong. Then Glaceon. Okay, so bring in the pure fire type. Fire Fang. Glaceon took that. Just. I think Glaceon and Leafeon are physically bulky. It's very bizarre. And then Cloyster, which has no special defense. I'll switch in to a Gardevoir and Shockwave. Deals with this problem. Huzzah! Okay. Huzzah. So, only Drake left. Do I have? Ooh, do have Max Elixir? Do I have Leper Berries? Because I guess I'm not going to be using a lot of. I do have a couple of Leper Berries. Okay. Let's use the Leper Berries first. On reverse on the box. There we go. And I'll give you. I need to heal you up. So let's put here, Hyper Potion. Not huge amount to fall. I don't think I need to put down for backup. Because your main fairy type move is Drain Kiss, because for some reason you don't learn Moonblast for a while. So I'm hoping first Pokemon, dragon types. Not a lot of dragons. He's the same as Lance. He just uses kind of the same dragon line over and over again. So Salamence, Gyarados, Shelgon. I guess Flygon's in there too. Let's see what we have up first. Oh, Kingdra. Okay. Quite one-shot it. That's okay. I could have set up, I suppose. There's always the risk of a physical attack, though. Salamence. I think this is... yeah. In a game where I'm probably going to be switching around a lot, I feel setup is not the smartest. Ice Beam should... okay, I did exactly 100, so I would have survived to do another turn. Altaria's Dragon Fairy. I don't have a poison type, so I think Ice Beam again. Yep, okay, one more. Dazzling Gleam. Bounce crit, but that did just over 70. Flygon. I'm still bulky. I think Ice Beam does hold on. Okay. Ice Beam did do it. But my defense is now lowered, which means what? Steelix. I think I just go into Joey, don't I? No, actually, I go into Joey for the Intimidate. Because he's probably going to use Rock Slide or Earthquake. So if I switch into Dude, Iron Defense, okay. I can Shadow Ball. In which case, if Shadow Ball did that much, Psychic should have done more. But he doesn't use Full Restores, so I'm fine. Why is it not? Why have none of the other Elite Fours used Full Restores, apart from Phoebe? Alright, well that means the champion is now waiting. And I do not remember, because this is Champion Wallace, if he leans with a Whiscash to try and fake out people who lead off with electric type users. So, on the basis that Lapras takes a hit from most anything he's got, is it? Time for the champion fight. Let's see what we get. Yes, me and my Pokemon were awesome. You may praise us. You may love us. You may tell us that we are gods. We would appreciate it. Okay, let's see what we can get away with here. These were whale lords. A whale with. Okay. Sets up a rain dance, which is fine. Most of this team's probably going to have swift swim. Yep, that takes you down pretty easily. Ludicolo definitely has swift swim. Ice is neutral, electric is neutral. Don't have any flying type moves, which would be a mistake on my part. Or bug. Okay. I think I stay in. Ludicolo's not going to do too much to me. I could always Perish Song it. Let's go with a stab. Ice Beam. Okay. Oh, it's Rain Dish. Okay. I can switch out into Snorlax. Snorlax is bulky. Takes the hit. Rain Dance is gone. You have to switch, which means I can get substitutes up. I can Secret Power. Okay, the substitute takes 2 surfs. That's good. That's crit though, so it might have taken 3. There's the citrus, so I can substitute again. Oh, it's a fairy type. That makes sense. Milotic's now fairy type. Okay, 2 surfs takes out Milotic. But Secret Power should take it out because it's slower. Whiskash means Mario's up. It's probably going to take an Ice Beam. But if I'm faster, Seed Bomb one-shots it. Cool. Tend to crawl. Psychic type. It's very useful. Psychic. I guess he might be wanting to set up Toxic Spikes. Or he might have wanted to. There's the Gyarados. I think I go into the. When you Gardevoirs, doesn't matter if you lower my physical attack. Okay, you use Dragon Dance to set up, but I can Shockwave. Which means you forward store. Also again. Got a low roll that time. Survive the earthquake, which is crucial. Although, admittedly not through anything that I've done. But, you know, it's nice. Ludicolo, I think I can take it on with Snorlax. Ludicolo is his last. Substitute. Leech Seed through substitute is going to be annoying. Okay, take that. Crit. He probably doesn't. Oh, he lived! Snorlax, you legend! Okay. Alright then. Well, I have defeated the champion, which means I have completed the Emerald Seaglass Nuzlocke. There are times where this got very dicey. Particularly, actually, that Snorlax was one of the times where it got very dicey because the spin of the wheel meant things got a little bit off. That's just not like personal, it's like just one of the regular dudes. Which is kind of funny. So yeah, let's go through as champion and record our Pokemon who made it to the final. Lapras, Arcanine, Latios, Snorlax, Breloom, Gardevoir. That's it. That's going to be it. Thank you so much everyone for watching. We will see you again very soon for some sort of new adventure. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe and yeah, thanks for everything. Bye.